What's up, guys? This is Keeping It Kosher. I'm Chef Elon.
And I'm Chef Tolan. We're both the executive chefs for Madison and Park Hospitality Group, your premier destination for kosher catering. Today, the star of the show is going to be the potato. Probably the staple of any Eastern European cuisine and the butt of every joke. So, the great thing about the potato is that it is so versatile, and that's what we're doing today, showing you its incredible versatility. The first dish we're starting off with is the potato latke.
Yes, potato latke is one of the most famous Jewish dishes all around the world. Even non-Jews love it, and why wouldn't they? It's freaking delicious. Basically what it is it's a potato pancake that's fried in oil. Now the reason we do that, the reason we eat it, is because way back in the day when we went to war with the Greeks, there was a famous story where we were supposed to light a menorah and we only had enough oil for one day, but it lasted for 8 days, and that was the miracle. And to commemorate that miracle, we use oil on Hanukkah, the holiday, so it's traditional to fry things on that holiday in oil, and this became famous. First, we're going to start with our onions. A lot of people use fillers like breadcrumbs, flour, eggs, matzah meal to make their potato latkes, but we're not going to do any of that. We're going to keep it extremely simple. It's going to be 2 ingredients, onions and potato, the classic way. We're going to grate the onions first so that the potatoes don't oxidize. It's very, very simple. It's vegan, it's gluten-free, anyone can have it, and it's amazing.
Yeah. My favorite thing about this thing is that you can introduce many different kinds of toppings, which we will show you when it's done.
It's kind of like a Jewish tapas, in a way.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Now, when you are grating onions like this, you want to have a strainer inside of your bowl because of the excess liquid that's going to come through.
Yes, that's right.
If you are grating onions and you start to cry, just suck that back up in because there's no crying in the kitchen.
That's right. If you feel like you must cry, chew some gum or turn the sink on. That'll help alleviate pain.
Turn the sink on?
Yeah, I don't know. Dad taught me once. Turn the sink on. It works.
What is that?
I don't know what it does.
It's just like the auditory. I don't understand.
I think it mitigates the oil from the onions. I don't know what it does.
But it's just like on in the background?
Yeah. Like if you do it close to the sink,
maybe that's just like a therapeutic sound for him, like a waterfall.
Could be. No, but it works. I found that it works.
I mean, sound of running water just makes me cry more.
So we're gonna use about maybe a half an onion for 1 potato. This is a large potato, so we're gonna go maybe 3/4 of the way.
Okay. That's about as much onion as you want. Just about that much, not too much.
And this is for 1 to 2 people.
You can always adjust depending on how many guests you're expecting.
Yes, but it's important that you use less onion than potato.
After this, all that's left is just to grate the potato. If you didn't go to the gym today, you're gonna hit it right here. Make sure to switch hands so that you get an even workout on both sides.
Tolan used to be a personal trainer.
I did. Not anymore. I realize I love food a little bit too much.
Sure.
I'm a real glutton at heart, if I'm honest. Which is why I have to work out so much. But this is gluten-free, right? So it's basically there's like no calories in it, right? It's healthy.
Yeah, except for the oil.
If you pretend that it's not there, then it's fine.
That's true. As long as you pretend.
As long as in
you
your
believe
mind,
anything.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't lying. That was a workout.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could use a machine, but
No.
This way you get to feel what your ancestors felt, the agony and hardship.
That's right.
Now you know why we immigrated to America.
Why?
So you don't have to do this anymore. Okay, now that we have that grated, we just want to get rid of some of the excess moisture. So grab a partner, squeeze all that excess liquid out. The drier you can get it, the easier it will be to form like your latke. Otherwise, if it's too wet, once you throw it on the pan, it's just gonna disintegrate and fall apart.
We have to do this step is especially important because we're not using flour or eggs.
If you have flour, then you can kind of get away with it, but then it wouldn't be gluten-free.
That's right.
And I know everyone's got allergies these days, so it's for the best. Good. See, look how much excess liquid we got. That's a no-no. We don't need that. So after that, you just take that, you spill it. Spill it in the sink.
Okay, now we're ready to start forming our latkes.
Yeah. And before you do that, make sure your pan is extra hot.
Yes, I'll do that.
The key to frying these is to make sure you have a really hot pan. Okay. That way they'll also cook pretty quickly.
Heat the pan before you put it in the oil so the oil doesn't burn.
Correct. Good. We'll get that heated up.
Okay.
Get your oil ready. Now we can start forming our latkes. Not
Many ways to do this. We went for a finer grating, so it's going to be very smooth texture. But a lot of latkes that you see kind of look like shoestringy. Doesn't really affect the taste. It's just really how you like it.
Yeah. And you can make these any size.
Yeah,
any size you want.
You want to flatten them. Make sure they're very flat so that they fry evenly and quickly. Don't be shy with the oil. Okay, you hear that sound? That's a good sound.
Okay, now we throw these bad boys in.
Yes. These are going to cook very, very fast, so stay on top of them. So you'll notice that when they're just about ready to flip, the bottom will start turning brown.
Boom. Give these about a minute 30 seconds, and then it should be ready to go. Now you can leave this in a little longer if you prefer a crispier latke, but I like it to be, or we like it to be, a little bit crispy on the outside, a little bit softer on the inside.
Yes, that's right.
Otherwise, I think you're just eating a French fry.
Okay, so now we have our finished latkes. I'm just gonna start plating them up.
We're going to show you 3 different ways that you can do this. Of course, the options are limitless, but these are the ways we like to do it, or at least we grew up doing it. So the most classic way to do it that you'll find most homes do is a little bit of sour cream and a little bit of applesauce. Just like that.
Next way is some sour cream. And a little caviar.
You can use black caviar if you got the kesef.
But it's not kosher. I mean, it's actually an argument between the rabbis.
Yeah, there's always arguments. What's kosher, what's not kosher, but there is a standard, and the standard is that black caviar is not kosher.
Yes.
They're a loss. And the final way to do this, that we actually serve in our restaurant, is with sour cream and a little bit of smoked salmon, or latkes. Now we actually cure this ourselves, but you can buy this at any store. Now, as usual, you just top that off with a little bit of dill.
And that's it. There you have it. 3 gorgeous latkes with 3 different options of toppings. Applesauce sour cream caviar, sour cream lox.
Next up, we have a very simple and delicious dish. This is a staple in our restaurant this is called crispy potatoes with garlic and dill. Now, in Russia, there really isn't French fries. And growing up, we didn't eat French fries either. We had this instead, which is just fried potatoes. So we're gonna show you exactly how we make it. All you really need is just a potato, some garlic, some dill, and a frying pan. And that's all there is to it. So first, grab your potato, you're gonna cut that up.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna cut it in half first, and then you're gonna take it and you're gonna cut it in half one more time. And then we cut the ends off because it's not gonna be even. And then just take the tip of your knife and just cut towards yourself. You can obviously do this the other way, like this, but I prefer it like this. You want it thin, but not too thin. You still want to be able to taste the potato. It's not really fully crispy. You want it to be a little bit soft on the inside.
It's funny. Always in our restaurant, people come with their kids and they say, "Is there any French fries for the kids?" And I say, "We don't serve that here." And someone asked me if we can add it to the menu, and I said, "I will never, ever add it to the menu because it's my restaurant."
So those are done. Now we're just gonna add the oil. You don't want to go too crazy on the oil here.
Yeah. As that's heating up a little bit, you just want to take some garlic, quickly crush them. Fan it.
What you want to do with the potatoes, you want to flatten them a little bit, kind of just separate them from each other because potatoes are very sticky. The garlic is going to go in at the very, very end. Add a little bit of salt in the beginning, just a tiny bit. We're really going to season it at the very end. Some people like a little less garlic, we like a lot of garlic. About 3 cloves here, right?
Yeah. 3 cloves. I mean, it's always to taste, but we always like a little bit more garlic. It adds a nice aroma and a nice taste. You really want that garlic to stick with you for the rest of the day. Alright, our potatoes are just about ready.
Yes.
Good. Now at this point you want to throw in some garlic.
Thank you.
Now you're really going to start getting that delicious garlic smell. Add a little bit more salt. Mix it around. Oh man, that smells so good. I'm getting really hungry. I mean, the amount of these that I can eat just by myself is it's ungodly.
Okay, these are ready.
Beautiful. Take that off the pan. You want to grab yourself a mixing bowl. Okay, throw that in there. What's going in? Chop up a little bit of dill. Take your dill, throw it in there.
I like a lot of dill.
All right, add a little more. Of course, this is all to taste. If you like more dill, you like more garlic, there's room to play. This isn't pastry.
Okay.
Good, a little bit more salt. Give that a nice toss. Good. And just for good measure, just a little bit more dill on top.
Yeah.
Even a little bit more salt. There you have it. Simple, delicious, crispy potatoes with garlic and dill, the Eastern European way. So there you have it, the versatile potato split up into 2 different dishes. We have our Latkes 3 different ways, one with sour cream and smoked salmon, sour cream and salmon roe, sour cream and applesauce, the good old-fashioned way. And, of course, our crispy potatoes, the Eastern European version of French fries. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for watching. I am Chef Tolan.
And I'm Chef Elon.
And this has been
Keeping It Kosher.